Hey guys, Richard here. So if you've ever wanted to start affiliate marketing, this is going to be a good video for you because I'm going to take you through step by step how you can actually get started with affiliate marketing and earning money online. So if you're interested in this and you're very much a beginner, this is going to be the right video for you to watch all the way to the end. I'm going to give you lots of good resources here that you can get started with straight away. So guys, just before we start, my name is Richard Darby. This is the School of Nomads. If you're interested in affiliate marketing and learning how you can build a business online, don't forget to hit the subscribe and notification bell, and I'll let you know whenever I release new videos. And guys, at any time, you can go ahead and pick up our free affiliate marketing guide. You'll see a link for it here, and you'll also see a link for it in the description. Go ahead and pick that up totally for free, and you can get started today. So guys, the first thing I want to discuss is kind of the roadmap to success, and this is really going to show you the key things that you need to have in place to be an affiliate marketer. So guys, this is the overall roadmap. Now I've broken it into 5 steps, and in each of these steps I'll discuss during this video. So the first thing we need to do is go ahead and find a niche and find some products within that niche that we actually want to promote. So the idea is that we would find something we're interested in, because we're going to spend a lot of time potentially creating things like content, creating potentially things like lead magnets and bonuses. So we'll spend a lot of time within this niche. So ideally it's something that's 1, profitable, and 2, we're actually interested in. The second thing is we're going to set up our platforms. Well, what I mean by that is things like websites, YouTube channels, however we want to decide to promote, that's what we need to set up. Then obviously you need to develop your content. So again, if you're on a platform like YouTube, you need to figure out how are you going to go ahead and develop things like videos. Fourth thing, very, very crucial, is you need to drive traffic. So these are visitors over to your content that are going to be interested in that niche and then potentially buy off you. And then the fifth, and the thing that people forget most of the time, is you need to be willing to rinse and repeat this whole process. So as far as creating content is concerned, you need to be creating content on a regular basis that brings people over to your offers and then potentially gets them to buy them. So let's look at niche and product selection and a little bit more detail. So the first thing we need to do is pick a niche and then pick a product within that niche. Now, depending on what your niche is will depend on the type of product you decide to pick to promote within that niche. So I'm going to go on to actual types of products in the next slide. But essentially, you want to be picking a niche that you're interested in, as I said, and that actually suits the platform that you want to go ahead and use. So there may be slightly different niches that are suitable for blogging, and others that really need somebody to be on video. So if you have something like a travel vlog, it's always good to actually be on video to show people things. Or it could be something very prescriptive like different types of recipes that you can actually just go ahead and use on a blog. So it depends what type of area you want to use to actually promote that niche. Now the second thing you do is actually pick a quality product or service to promote, and I'm going to show you exactly the types of products and services you can promote. Then you need to go ahead and review the affiliate materials. Now I will actually leave some resources below and show you how I actually go into some sites like ClickBank and look at their types of affiliate materials, and that will help you get a head start in thinking about what type of things you need to create to actually promote those products. So it's always good to kind of check out if that program has got affiliate material that you can go ahead and look at. Then you go ahead and grab your affiliate link. Now this is the link, if you're a complete beginner, that you would use to actually give to people that once they go through your link and buy that product, you get a commission. So that's the link is very crucial to you. And there's various ways that you can display that. Again, I'll leave some videos below to kind of show you how to mass links, etc. But that affiliate link is the thing that tells the system that you've actually got a customer to them, and then they can credit you with that particular commission. And then obviously you select the type of content to create, and I'm going to go through the different types of content and the different ways that you can actually get traffic over to your offers. So the next thing is the types of products that you want to promote. So there's many different types of products online that actually have affiliate programs. And actually when you go into some research and actually look, usually if you scroll to the bottom of any website, look for an affiliate program for that particular product, you usually find something. So there's some very simple ones here. Like if you want digital products, you go to sites like ClickBank, Warrior Plus, JVZoo. They tend to be a lot of make money online type products on those type places. But They're very, very good resources to get started. ClickBank's slightly different than the other two because ClickBank has got a bigger variation, but that's where you would go and find lots of different types of products that are digital to actually promote. And again, I'll leave some links below and you'll see some of my videos that I've done on ClickBank. The second one is physical products. Now obviously you'll find these on things like Amazon, ShareASale, Market Health, which is very much a health niche. And again, when you go onto these sites, you can join their affiliate programs and you can straight away start promoting Amazon products, for instance, on your various sites. So that's very, very easy to get going with. And then you can actually promote internet services. Now, everybody who comes online needs a website of some form, needs some form of maybe page builders, needs to have hosting providers, all of these types of things people actually need if they want to come online and do business online. So there is services out there that actually provide them. Now, if you can recommend them, you can go ahead and get a commission for people joining those programs. So anything like I use GetResponse, and in GetResponse, I actually get a commission if somebody goes through my link and decides to join their program. So lots of different services out there, and you can find them and you can actually base your whole promotions on those services. And the last thing is, and I'll put it under the others bracket, there are sites that actually have a wide range of services and products on them, all different types of companies you've probably never heard of. Things like Awin, Flex Offers, Target Affiliates. There's lots and lots of different companies on there that want people to go ahead and promote them, and you get a commission. So it's always worth going onto those sites, having a look around and seeing if any of those types of products or services fit your overall strategy, and you can go ahead and promote them. So number 2 is setting up your platforms, and this is kind of a very overall view of what you need to do to set up your platforms. Overall, there are various tools that you need to get. So the recommended, you would have something like a domain name, a website, page builders, graphics. You can make graphics in some way. You can make them for free with Canva, or you can get them paid for. You need some kind of keyword tool because you want to be able to figure out what kind of content you're producing based on the keywords. And then also you need an autoresponder, because really you do need to be collecting people's email addresses if you're an affiliate marketer, so you can remarket to those folks. Now I have actually got a video that I've done specifically on the types of tools that I use in my business that may be useful to you. So if you go ahead and watch Affiliate Marketing Tools 2020, this will show you lots and lots of different tools, but also recommend loads of different places you can go and get each one of these types of tools. So I highly recommend you checking that out, and it'll give you a full comprehensive list of all the different types of places you can go to buy all of these different types of tools. So the next thing is I want to talk to you about content creation. So far we've found our niche, we've found some products we want to promote. We've got some tools that we've all decided we're going to put in place, like a domain name or a website or a YouTube channel, whatever it is we want to put in place to kind of start our promotion. And in this section, I want to talk to you about the type of content that you can actually make to promote your various goods and services. So in each of these methods, I'm going to give you an overall approach. I'm going to give you the money making idea by using this approach. And then I'm going to give you a few recommended resources that you can take away and kind of check out for yourself. So the first thing is video. Now, the approach for video when you're talking about affiliate marketing is really making value-based videos based on the niche or product that you're trying to promote. So if it was something like you were trying to promote a video editing platform, you could make videos teaching people how to do various things around video editing. And then that would get the folks that are interested in that over to your videos to have a look, and then you can promote various video editing tools and softwares to those folks, because you've got a very, very targeted list of folks that have come and had a look at your video. So it's very, very powerful. Now, again, if you're talking about video, mainly you're talking about YouTube, right? And what you do is you add links to your video descriptions and you build up subscriber lists within YouTube and within your autoresponder, and then you can kind of market to those folks as you go along, recommending your products and services to those folks. So lots of different resources to put videos on. You can use things like Metacalf, you can use Vimeo, Break, Dailymotion, LiveLeak, Twitch. But the biggest one really and the most popular one is YouTube by far. So if you're going to start off with this as a beginner, I would start off with YouTube, as it's very, very easy to set up a channel and kind of get going. Now the second one is blogging. Now the approach of this obviously is you're writing down articles. Now these articles are keyword rich, which means that you put keywords in them that people will go ahead and search for, and then come across your article within your blog. Now, because of the competition in certain niches, this can be quite tricky to do. So the idea is that you would start a blog and really write a lot of content for that blog for it to start making its way and establishing itself within platforms like Google. But once you get going, and once it starts actually ranking on certain articles, it is a very powerful way for people to come across your content, which you'll know if you've ever been online. You just put a search term in, lots and lots of different blogs will come up with that search term in. So money making ideas, you add links to your articles, and you build obviously a subscriber list through your blog as well, very similar to video. And through that you can remarket to them. So where would you start? Now here, these resources I've actually listed here are all free, right? So Wix, WordPress, Weebly, Medium, Blogger, Ghost, Tumblr, all of those things you can start completely for free. The idea would be to pick one of them and really concentrate and build that out and build a lot of content on that particular platform. Don't go for too many at the same time, because you'll be kind of diluting all of your efforts. You want to kind of stick to one. Now the next one is social media. So this is obviously huge, right? And people make a lot of money from social media, but you need to get a following on social media, and that takes a while to do. So don't pick too many social media platforms at the same time. Try and concentrate on one and really make some really killer content for that particular social media platform. So it could be GIFs, it could be posts, it could be pins, it could be images, it could be photos, whatever that platform needs. You go ahead and you create a lot of that. Now in the descriptions of that platform, then you can bring people back to your websites. You can bring people off that particular platform onto different platforms like YouTube. The kind of list is endless as far as how you can actually go ahead and bring people back to your offers and services, but it is very powerful. Each of the platforms is slightly different, so it's difficult to kind of advise you on individual platforms in this one video. So again, pick one of them and just build the content in that one platform and really build up your following. Next one is actually a slightly different one, and it's answering questions. Now, you can get a lot of traffic back to your offers and services if you're helping people out. Now, again, it's all about creating value, and I'll talk about this a little bit later on. But if you can provide value-based answers to people, they're going to click on your links that you leave within the actual answers, right? Now, usually those clicks go back to some kind of landing page, or they could come off that platform and back to YouTube or your blog, whatever it may be. Not usually directly to the offer, but it gets people off those platforms and over to your content, right? So you provide value-based answers to their particular queries, and you can place affiliate links, but you would usually place them within your blogs or in your descriptions of your videos, not directly off that answer, right? Because sometimes you get banned. But the resources for this are things like Quora, Yahoo Questions, forums, Facebook groups, somewhere like AnswerBag, Wiki Answers, Blurtit. All of those types of places is where people go to ask other people questions. And there's slightly different tactics depending on which of those forums you choose. But essentially, they're very powerful for you to get people off there, back to your blog, back to your YouTube channel, so they can subscribe and then potentially become one of your buyers. So the last one is article marketing. Now, this is a kind of older one, but it still works. And the approach is you write value-based articles around your niche and product. And basically, the money-making idea is that you go ahead and put links in the descriptions of those articles, and then people go along and follow those links back to your blog, back to your video platform, whether that be YouTube or whatever, and then they'll go ahead and look at your content, hopefully subscribe. Now, places you can go for this are things like eZen Articles, Squidoo, Article Alley, Hub Pages, Go Articles, Article Base, iSnare. All of those platforms have still got a lot of users on them that you can go ahead and create value-based articles for that drive people back to your products and services. So in the next part, the traffic strategy, I want to talk to you about the different types of traffic we can go ahead and drive over to our products and services that we're promoting. Now, I've already kind of touched on a lot of this already, but I want to show you there is some kind of differences in the types of traffic you use. And a lot of these things really catch a lot of new affiliate marketers out because they are slightly different depending on the approach that you take. Now, the first thing I want to discuss with you is the slower route, which is the free traffic. Now, this is the safest way if you're a beginner to start getting people over to your products and services. Now, the ideal thing is, if you look in the middle here, this says website. Now, that would usually be a landing page that you would create before you send people over to your offers and services. Now, the reason we do that is because we want to capture people's details before they go ahead out and go over to the affiliate offer, because they may not buy it first time. They might be busy, they might be with their kids, there could be 100 reasons why they don't buy it. And you want to be able to promote to them again by capturing something like an email address. So we all do this when we're affiliate marketers, and this is something you need to put in place right away as a beginner marketer. Now, the biggest mistake is a lot of affiliate guys go on to someone like ClickBank, they'll grab an offer, and then they'll start trying to throw people straight towards that link straight away. And guess what? It doesn't work because people don't like to be sold that way. So the idea is you create some kind of landing page. Again, loads of videos on my channel that will explain to you how to do this. And then once you go ahead and create that landing page, you can give something away for free, but ideally you would then send them over to the affiliate offer and you could actually promote to them on the back end. Now, how do you get people over to that landing page? Well, you could do things like email marketing. Obviously, once you've got an email list, you can use things like SEO, which is essentially blogging, getting those keyword-rich articles and actually creating content for them and then getting people to search for them. You could create a YouTube channel like this one and go ahead and produce videos. You can use social media, which I already discussed, or you could just have relationships with folks and then you can bring people based on those relationships you meet maybe offline over to your website. Now, what have I said here about monthly cost? It costs around $50 to $100 to get the recommended tools that I talked about on previous slides. That's $50 to $100 a month. And it'll take you about 3 to 6 months, which is where the kind of drawback is, but you'll need to set this up for 3 to 6 months and build content on a regular basis, and only then will you start to see some kind of regular business and regular sales. Now, that obviously puts some people off. So the second thing I want to talk to you about is paid traffic. Now, as I said, paid traffic is a great way to accelerate your progress, but the problem is if you're a beginner, you need a lot of money to kind of get going on paid ads. Now, this is the faster route, but it's also the much more expensive route, and you can run out of money very, very quickly. So where can you go to use things like paid ads? You can go to TikTok, which is very, very popular at the moment. You can go to Google ads, Facebook ads, YouTube. I kind of skipped over solo ads there because solo ads can be very, very dangerous for beginners because you don't really know where the traffic is coming from. For the others, you can kind of target very, very specifically the types of people that you want, and especially things like Facebook ads. There's lots of algorithms within Facebook ads that really center down on the types of folks you want to visit your ad. Now, solo ads to me are a lot more random. You've no idea whether they're real, and they're types of folks that get offers sent to them all the time, and to me it's very, very cheap and low quality traffic. So I would avoid solo ads if I was you, but you know, if you want to go down the paid ads route, I would definitely do it as a secondary option, not the first thing you do as a beginner. And I'm going to go into why. Now, monthly cost for this could be anything from $300 to $500. I know that because that's the type of money that I've spent in the past on paid advertising. And the time scale to actually get sales is probably more like a month. But that's really because the first couple of weeks on something like a paid ad campaign are really spent optimizing that ad. So that money is kind of spent on that side rather than making you any kind of profit. So let's talk about some of the issues with these different types of traffic. So the problems with the slow method is it's going to be too slow for you. You're going to get bored, you're going to run out of patience, you're going to run out of time, you're going to get distracted, you're going to look for other methods. Really what's going to happen is shiny object syndrome is probably going to kick in and you're going to think, well, there's better things over there and look at that thing that's going to happen really fast for me and make me loads of money, and you start getting distracted and pulling yourself over there. It happens all the time with beginners online. It's something that we kind of spend a lot of time trying to teach people that need to be fighting, need to stick to one process, need to stick to one way of marketing and really make a success of that. But, you know, human nature, people start getting distracted. Now, with a fast way, you're going to start running out of money very quickly unless you've got a big budget. You're going to look for more and more products to promote to try and get that money back. And this is something that a lot of people will try and sell you something that has 20 different niches and lots of different websites that you're all done for you, and you can go ahead and start making money straight away. But the reality is you need to put traffic to 20 different directions of different types of people in different niches. It's very, very difficult. So you end up chasing your tail a little bit. Again, you run out of patience because you're not making the money back. Lots of paid traffic. The investment is in the testing up front, and then on the back end you'll end up making the money back. There's a total lack of knowledge about what your funnel actually does. So if you've never used free traffic in your funnel, you don't know why it converts. So if you start straight away with Facebook ads and you're not getting success, you don't really know whether it's a problem with the landing page, whether it's a problem with your videos, your blog content. You don't really know. So you need to understand your business before you start throwing too much money at it. And again, a lack of business knowledge completely. Lots of people use solo ads, and because they get a few people on a list and make 1 or 2 sales, they think they've actually had a successful campaign. And the reality is they've spent a lot of money to get a lot of people on a list that are going to be unresponsive. So you've got to really understand the business before you start throwing too much money at it. And again, you'll have no more time. You'll run out of money, you'll run out of patience, you'll have no more time, and then you'll be kind of stuck. Now, the safest way is to use this dual approach. Now, what this means is after 3 to 6 months of using the free method, starting to understand your business, understanding what type of content to produce that you get free traffic from, you can introduce a little bit of paid traffic into the system and then build that up. Now, I use something like YouTube ads, and I'm actually using that in my business at the moment to build up my traffic over to my offers. And it's something that I'm building up very, very slowly as I get to know that type of traffic. Now, the reason I'm doing this slowly is because it's safer for me, more predictable, I can turn it on and off, it's more controllable, it's more long-term thinking, so I'm not actually throwing all my money at one traffic source, and it's more achievable. So again, if you want to start using things like paid traffic, don't start it straight away, set up your systems, and then introduce it slowly. So in this section, I want to talk to you about the secrets to success. Now, these are things that you need to think about if you want to start affiliate marketing and you want to build a real long-term business online. So the first thing you need is patience. Now, as I said, I advise you to start with the free traffic route. Now, this takes time and you need to think more long-term about what you're doing. Lots of times you develop content that gets very, very little people to see it. But you got to see this is a way that you're building your business from the very, very ground up. And then eventually you're going to have a lot of content out there that starts getting lots and lots of visitors. So you need to have a lot of patience to begin with. Then you need consistency. So you need to put out content on a consistent basis around a consistent niche. Right? What I see a lot of times is people start building content and then for some reason they start talking about something totally different within the same platform, and it's very confusing for your audience. So your actual delivery needs to be consistent, how often you do it, but also the topics also need to be on brand, on niche, and around the product or service you're trying to promote. And last thing, and the most important thing about all of this, is you need to be providing value. It will not work if you start getting links of various sites and just throwing them into groups, into forums, at people and saying, buy this off me now. That approach doesn't work. We've all seen it. We've all seen the types of spam that can turn up on these types of social media, and it never, ever works. So don't be that person. Be the one who actually provides value and tries to help people. And when you're building content, think about what the users actually want. When you're building anything online, think about what value is this bringing to my audience. And what will happen then is people will trust you and they're more likely to buy your products and services off you. So guys, thanks for watching. Now I have more videos on my channel that go through these steps in a lot more detail, so don't forget to check them out. Hit subscribe with the notification bell and I can let you know whenever I produce new videos. If you can, give this one a like, it always helps me and I know that it's brought value to you. And guys, if you are interested in building a long-term sustainable business online, don't forget to check out the link in the description below over to the School of Nomads. Go and pick up that free resource and it'll take you through the whole process step by step. Until next time guys, take care.